Good morning, friends. It's Haley here from the Gale Library in Newton, here with your preschool Storytime craft today. So if you joined us for Storytime, you know we are doing Honey is Yummy. And we tasted some honey and we went on a bee hunt. So I thought it'd be a good idea today to make bee puppets, which look really, really cool. So we're making bee puppets and we're also going to make a flower, which is very cute for your bee to land on and drink the nectar. So if you picked up your craft kits today, all the things that you need to make this bee puppet and this flower are in your craft bags. So we're going to start with the flower because it's a little more tricky. You're going to need some tape or some glue. I've got hot glue too, just because it dries quick and easy, but you can use school glue or a glue stick, anything works just as well. It just needs extra drying time. You're also going to need a marker ready for the bumblebee finger puppet. So we're going to start with the flower, and in your pack, in your craft kit, you will find a huge piece of paper. It's going to be patterned, and this is going to be your background. So this is going to be the part that we use to build the flower on top of. You're also going to find another piece of pattern paper, which is a little bit smaller. You'll find a flower stem and 2 leaves, and then you'll find a bunch of strips of paper like this. So we're going to start, and you can use tape or hot glue for this. We're going to roll up the little smaller pattern piece of paper into kind of a tube. And I'm going to use tape for this, and we're going to tape it together. This is going to be the vase for our flower. So basically I'm just making a tube, and I'm taping each end like so. Now what we're going to do with our vase is we're going to stick it onto our big piece of paper. And again, you can use, actually I'm going to use hot glue for that. I'm just going to hot glue all the way down the side, and I'm just going to pop it right in the middle of my paper. When you use hot glue, it dries pretty quick, so it makes a very stable base. Okay. Now we're going to add our stem. So what we're going to do is we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to add a little piece of hot glue to the top and the bottom, and I'm going to pop it a tiny bit inside of my vase and stick it to the paper. And we're going to add the leaves. Again, don't need to use hot glue for this. I'm just using hot glue for speed. If you are using hot glue though, please get the help of a grown-up because we don't want any hot glue accidents. So this is the base of our flower. So we have our background, we have our vase, and we have the base of our flower. Now for the tricky part. We're going to make the petals of our flower. So to make the petals, we're going to take these long strips and we're going to fold them and either tape or glue them into a loop like this. Again, I'm just going to use hot glue because it's quick and easy. So we're just going to fold the edges together, make a loop, and leave to dry. Fold the edges together, make the loop, tape them or glue them, leave to dry. So you should have, I think 16, I think you have 8 big ones and 8 small ones. So once you've got them all taped, it's time to start building our flower on the paper. So the way we're going to do that is we're going to use glue. We're going to start at the top, and we're just going to start adding glue and adding layers of our flower. So I'm going to start by making a cross, and I'll show you it in 1 second. So I'm kind of making the base of my flower like a cross. That makes the bottom. And I'm just hot gluing right at the bottom each little piece, each little circle into the flower. Then I'm going to do the same thing with the next color. So you should have a couple of colors. I think I did 2, maybe 3 in each pack. And we're just adding to build up that flower. I think I've got 1 color missing here. See, I've got this piece missing. I'm just looking in my pack and I don't have it, but that's okay because I'm going to build up the red. So this was all the bigger piece. So you should have 8 longer strips. So we're going to start with the longer strips because the smaller ones go next and they make the middle of the pattern. So the next thing we're going to do, once you've hot glued all the bigger pieces, we're going to do exactly the same. And we're going to glue the 8 smaller pieces. And you can do it in the same pattern. You can go around, you can just make it look however you want to make it look. And if you don't want to add them all, You don't have to add them all. You can just add 2 colors, or you can do 1 color, or you can stop after a few petals. I'm just going to add 6. I do have 8, but I think 6 is enough. So I have my flower. Now I need to add the centerpiece. So you should have 2 circles, 1 green and 1 patterned. And you can add both or 1 into your flower. It doesn't matter, whatever you want to do. So I'm gluing both circles, green one and then patterned one. And that is our flower for our bee puppet to land on and drink the nectar. It's cute, right? Okay, so the next thing we're going to make is our bee puppet. Now for this, we're going to need a marker and you're going to need some glue. And everything you should need apart from the marker and glue is in your little craft bag. So what we're going to do is grab everything out, and I think we'll start by drawing the, I've only got a blue one, silly me, but black is good. Blue, you can actually use any color. Now, you know bees have stripes, right? And actually, even though I've got a blue marker here, it doesn't look blue when I draw it on. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our marker and we're going to draw our bee stripes on the body of our bee. Now, you'll know which one the body is because it's bigger. And it's got legs. It's got the holes for the legs. So you'll know which one is the body. The head is small. We're going to draw some stripes. Then we're going to attach our head. Again, you can use regular school glue, or you can use a glue stick, or just for speed, I've got my hot glue. So I've got his head stuck on. Now I'm going to give him some eyes. And again, I'm just using hot glue, but anything works. I'm going to stick his eyes right in the middle of his head. And then I'm going to give him a smile because I do like to have a happy bee. And you can use any color Sharpie for his smile. I like when you add eyes. It always looks more animal-like when you add the eyes. Okay, there's just 2 things left. We need to put his wings on his back. And you can use tape, or you can use glue or hot glue. Now we need his antenna. And again, I'm just using hot glue because it's quick and easy for the purpose of the video. If you are using hot glue, you guys, remember to get the help of a grown-up so that you don't have any accidents. And there he is. Now my fingers are stuck. And there's your bee friend. I'm all mucky from the pen. Let the pen dry before you put your fingers in. Hello, my name is Mr. Bee. I'm going to land on my flower. Bzz. All right, and that is it. Our super duper easy peasy crafts today. So I hope you enjoyed them and have fun making them. And I will see you next week when we will be making paper plate kites. Ready for walking is a wonderful week. Take care, you guys. Have a wonderful day. Bye.